Hello. What is going on? Oh, there it is. Okay. Kennez, play Ethel Kane. Okay. Repeat. Oh, you idiot. There we go. Okay. Hello. What's up, Kismet? What's up, Shannon? What's up, Rick? What's up, Miss Redmond? What's up, you guys? Welcome to All Signs. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Apparently I'm allergic to Nutella. Apparently I am not allowed to eat fresh juiced organic vegetables all at once. Apparently that was too much for my sensitive 6th house stellium Virgo stomach. If you guys hear that, I'm in my living room right now, okay? If you guys hear a bunch of noises, it's probably Valeria, my cat, playing with a piece of paper on the floor, or it is her automatic poop scooper. What's up, Top Flight? If that's how you feel, that's how I feel. Um, you can see that the teeth are super white today. Crest white strips. Love it. 10 out of 10. I have my coffee. I think I might need to open a window, actually. It's a little spicy in here, I'm not gonna lie. You guys, obviously, welcome to All Signs. We're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind. Keep in mind that this does not have to be platonic. I mean, this does not have to be romantic. This can be somebody that you work with. This can be a parental figure. This can be your child. This can be whoever you are directed at. Now, I usually focus more on romance, okay, or somebody that you are emotionally attached to romantically, but just take it as it resonates and apply it as you may. If you want to book a super chat question tonight, you can do so obviously at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that information in the description box below, or you can check the pinned comment in the chat box. What's up, Chitara? Huh? It's nice to see you in here. I'm here for this full moon. Not me. Not me. Not at all. It's like, first of all, not for me personally, okay? It's not too bad. I mean, it's making a super, super, super weak opposition to Pluto, but like it's still Pluto, but it's really, really weak. So I'm trying not to focus too much on it, but it is opposing, first of all, this full moon is conjunct Mars, retrograde in Cancer. And then it's also opposing my Mars in Capricorn conjunct my midheaven, and it's squaring my nodes in the 6th and the 6th and the 12th house. Not for me personally. Don't like it, but I'll manage. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Destiny. Teeth on point, right? They look good, right? Hello, Stacy. The full moon. Yeah, it does look really beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it does look nice. But yeah, I'm not here for it personally. I'm not here for that new moon in Aquarius either. For me, okay? I think it's hold on, I'm trying to think. It's making a trine to Mercury, okay, in my 6th house, but it's making, this is for me personally, but it's making a square to Pluto and Venus in my 7th house. Ew. Absolutely no. Absolutely not. 0 out of 10. Yes, I did get my hair done, you guys. Yes, I did. I had to get it lightened up a little bit. What's up, Pinky? I had to get it lightened up a little bit. Okay. I didn't go to my usual girl, but it's okay. This will do, you know. What's up, Lori? That's okay, Lori. Do your thing. Sorry to hear that. At least your teeth are good and the telechunks have passed. Yeah, it was pretty damn bad. Yeah, I've been going through it, guys, honestly. Throw up in your mouth a little bit, right? But yeah, I'm not excited for that new moon in Aquarius either, bitch. I need to see what actual, you know what, let me look really quick because I'm just curious. Because I haven't looked that far out yet. How irresponsible of me, right? But that's a very loose conjunction to Pluto and a somewhat loose conjunction to Mercury. But let me see what aspects the moon is making. Okay, it's making a trine to Jupiter, so that's not bad. And it's at 1 degree, so a 1 degree orb. That's not bad. Well, that's good. See, I never know whether or not to trust trines. You know, because trines, in my opinion, just because I like to go based off of experience, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, you can read something in a book all day, okay, and that's all well and good, and it doesn't mean that there's not truth to that, but I rather like take advice from somebody who just in general terms, right? Not even astrology, but somebody who's like gone through it and lived through something as opposed to somebody who like read it in a book. You know what I mean? So I like to learn that way. And so what I've learned with the trines, you know, not to be like the Virgo Debbie Downer, right? But I've learned with trines that like it's not always great. You know, it's not always great. And see, this comes from somebody who looks at the greatest benefic, like Jupiter, right? The greatest benefic in our solar system, okay, and is ruled even by the second greatest, right? But you have to remember that in my chart, Venus is conjunct Pluto and Venus is in Scorpio, okay? There's always a price to pay for me. And Jupiter rules my 8th house of death, crisis, transformation. You know, I don't have the best outlook of the benefics anyway. And then when I see trines, it's like, oh, this is just something that's just going to fall in your lap. Basically, you don't have a choice, you know? Now, it's Jupiter. So for most of you, it might be pretty damn good, right? But I never trust it. I try. I really do, you know? And I'm all like, oh, it's going to work out for my highest good. I still don't trust it. I was like 2029. Oh my God. I did say that in the I did in the pick a card. If you guys haven't checked out that pick a card, make sure you guys check it out. But I did do that in my pick a card. I actually said, okay, for the end of January 2029. And then later on, I realized I had said it. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, absolutely, Pinky. Yeah, no problem, Vanessa. Anytime, you know. Usually I was like, what is going on here? Oh, so you're having your nodal return, Miss Redmond. I had my nodal return. You know what it taught me? It definitely taught me to like stand on business in a lot of ways. But mine's also in my 12th house, which is like El Barfo, El Disgusto. Just meant you got to wait a few years, right? Like it'll totally be worth it. Anyway, guys, okay, welcome to All Signs. We're going to be taking a look at who is this person really, whether that's a romantic partner, whether that's a friend, a coworker, a boss, it doesn't matter. Take it as it resonates. If you guys want to book a super chat question, then you can go ahead and do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can just check out the pinned comment for that, or you can look in the description box below and you can click the link there to ask your question. All right. A sign of intelligence is learning from others' experience. Well, that's one sign. I like to be the idiot, the test dummy. Okay. So you guys can all be intelligent and learn from my mistakes. I have emotional intelligence. Other than that, no. No. Not very much. But I need that though. You know, I'm also an artist, right? Oh, look at me. I'm an artist, guys. I need to suffer. Right? But I need to feel and I need to personally go through things. That's what makes me a half-assed decent writer. You know, I said half-assed. Okay, that's what makes me a halfway decent writer, I think. And I need to experience things. I think that writers and artists, I think they all crave experience anyway. And I rather learn from experience. You know, um, most of the time, you know, like, don't be wrong, like, you know, somebody that has cancer tells me how it is. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Like, I don't need to get cancer, you know, to like get it, you know, no thanks. But with certain things, I'm like, ah, okay, you know, I can take it. I can take some on the chin. You know what I mean? Emo int? What? Me too. My dad says you always have to learn the hard way, right? I'll take the pain, please, just so I can feel it. There's a quote from a poet that I was watching, and he said, "Love is punch me as hard as you can, just as long as you're touching me." I was like, "Sir, are you a Venus in Aries or Venus in Scorpio by any chance?" Love that line. What's up, Megs? Okay, we got to open this window. Loved that line. I was like, damn, I can't believe I didn't. What a loser I am. I can't believe I didn't come up with that line. Like, that definitely sounds like a me line. I'm really upset that it's not a me line. Okay, Valeria, I'm not with the shits tonight, okay? Get it together. All right, let's do it, shall we? Exactly, Kismet. Venus and Aries here. Don't say that because you will be attracting people who will bring the pain. Oh, I mean, I think sometimes I subconsciously create it. I think sometimes I subconsciously create the pain because it makes me sometimes it makes me a better artist. I think. What's up, Diana? I know that sounds really bad, but I think it's just a part of my character. It doesn't mean I don't want to be happy, absolutely, but I don't know. Sometimes like what like for instance, when I'm writing, I attach myself to a very transformative time in my life or a very painful moment in my life because it you know, I make myself cry like on purpose. It's just better. Listen, you just don't understand. Like for those of you that are subscribed to Where Dead Flowers Bloom on YouTube, right? Like the girl at the bottom of the ocean, that poem, like I cried writing that, you know? Like it just doesn't come out as good when you're smiling. It just doesn't come out as good. Uh, it's a play on Fight Club. Hit me as hard as you can. The desire for physical, emotional connection and a world where they feel disconnect. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Thank you, Kinez. Kinez, what are your placements again? Oh, look, FL Kane Punish is playing. What's up, Jamae? My North Node is in the third house. Oh, you're not a writer, are you? Okay, let's do this. I know I keep saying that. I do this all the time. And then it gets to 717. Never fails. Thank you, Turquoise. Sedna. What is she in? Or does she change? It's not a fixed. It's not fixed. What's Sedna's asteroid number? I paint. That works. That definitely works. What's your third house? It's not Pisces, is it? Enhanced experience is different than reading a book about the topic. I agree, Top Flight. I'm great, Alien. How are you? All right, let's get one more shuffle in here. Interesting. What's her asteroid number? Don't you know my birth information? It's good look. I'm pretty sure you know it. All right. Anything else that I have to announce? Oh, I'm switching some things around just for this week, so you guys know. Okay. I'm getting there. All right. So hello. That distracted me. I will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay. So after I end this live, you'll see another one be like basically scheduled on Hypsee and here. So that way, if you guys can't make it, you have work, whatever, and you still have questions, you're more than welcome to pre-book before the live tomorrow. And then you can just go back and watch because a wonderful Rick Astor, he puts the timestamps in. Okay. So something to keep in mind. On Wednesday and Thursday, I will be doing I will be on call for Hypsee. So I'll be taking voice calls and text messages from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday and Thursday. Now, if you guys want to see a visual representation of my schedule, then you can go ahead and check out my community page where it has all of that stuff. I put an astrological mood board for the week. I put our new transits that we have coming up this week as well. And if you want your quick rising sign horoscope for the full moon in Cancer, you can go follow me on Instagram. It's just at Violetta Alexis. It's what my name is. You can also click that link down here. Okay, so something to keep in mind. What's up, Birdie? How are you? No, I know what are you looking at Placidus? Miss Redmond? So yeah, okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, yeah, Pinky, just go check it out and let me know. All right, I got my coffee. All right, Aries. Shannon. See, I feel like my teeth are already getting yellow because of that freaking coffee. Just hate it. Shut up, Lori. All right, Aries. All right, Pinky, I'll come back for that information. And yeah, I want to know what aspect Sedna is making. Okay, so Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, whether this is romantic or otherwise. Okay, if you want to book a super chat, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Just check out the pinned comment or click the link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and take a look at, do I want to do I'll start out with my Game of Thrones deck. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. How this person will be portraying themselves for the rest of January, or how you'll be perceiving them, is the Three of Wands. Who they are on the inside is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And their intent with you for the rest of January is the Seven of Cups in reverse. So I want to take a look at that Three of Wands, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. I almost feel like they're waiting for you to do something. This is somebody who you may perceive as like offering some kind of opportunity or trying to give you something, but it may almost feel like they're not really fighting for it, or you may feel like they're not super determined to give it to you. And what I mean by this is almost like a here it is, come and get it energy. Okay. Now, this is just your perception. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going on. We'll figure that out with their intentions. But your perspective is like if you were talking to me about your perspective about this person, you'd be like, damn, Violetta, I don't know. I just feel like they offer me something, but it's like they want me to go chase them down for a day old wiener to go and grab it. They don't seem that determined. They don't seem like, they really want to fight for it. It's just kind of a lackadaisical, here you go. Now, the thing is, Aries, is that it's something substantial. It's of some kind of significance. This can be the start of a relationship. This can be the up leveling of a relationship. This can be a business opportunity. There can be a financial component to this. But you feel like they're not fighting for it like that. You're like, oh, well, it's here. You know, maybe you feel like they're waiting for you as well to give something. So, who they truly are on the inside, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. This person may have sometimes a little bit of a lack mindset. I think that there's a lot of fears or worries that this person has in regards to their security, like their financial security, even their security in regards to how they look. They may feel like they're not up to par in some way. This person, sometimes their emotions can run their life where they start to allow it to affect their job or their job performance or the way that they do take care of themselves. And sometimes those emotions can kind of take over, and that mental energy that they're using to worry about things and even instill fear within themselves, possibly due to past trauma, that affects their body. That affects their body, that affects their self worth, their self value. So, this person who they truly are, they're a feminine, but they seem to be a wounded feminine a bit. Now, their intent with you is the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Their intent is to be honest with themselves, with you. They're not here for the delusion. I think they are. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. Sometimes they may feel like they are settling. They may feel sometimes like something isn't enough, or they may feel like they're underappreciated, overlooked. They still have an intent to take action. They still have an intent to show vulnerability, and even be very honest about their emotions. But it makes me feel like, for instance, if this person used to spend money on you, for instance, I think that they're not doing that anymore. They may be like thinking, is love enough, or maybe they're not putting as much into it as they were because they feel like they're not being appreciated. Now, whether they are being appreciated or not, I don't know. It could have something to do with this inner wound here. Maybe you actually don't appreciate them. I have no idea. I don't know you and I don't know them, right? So who knows what it could be, but it's definitely this energy of like, okay, I got to be real about this. This person doesn't appreciate what I'm bringing to the table. I feel like I'm settling. I'm just going to show up with love, but nothing else. It's kind of what I'm getting. Um, for others of you, if this was a separation of some sort, there can be kind of a comeback around, but it might not be as they may not be as like, especially like I said, especially if there's a financial component to this, they may not be as giving as they were. We have the void, stop, embrace, winter, great cosmic womb. I feel like this is a time to kind of ice out. This is a time to be honest. This is a time to kind of, I want to say, like, rest and recuperate and kind of figure out what it is that you want or where this is going or who you need to become, come spring, I guess you could say, right? Metaphorically, a new romantic cycle begins. Interesting. So I feel like there's something that you need to put on ice or you need to figure out before you have this new dynamic or before you go into this relationship or this business partnership or whatever it is. Because I feel like something like this is almost making me feel like sixth house, like for some reason. Like the sixth house is before the seventh. It's like where you go to figure things out before you actually enter in some kind of dynamic. Do we have anything in common? Do we have the same goals? Do we have the same vision? Does that make sense? But I feel like a new cycle can begin, whether this is a business partnership or you're trying to rehash things with one of your parents or your romantic person, whatever. But there needs to be some rethinking here. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that information in the description box below, or you can check out the pinned comment in the chat. All right, let's see. Oh my God. Hey, Chocolate Jam. What's up? All righty. All right, Pinky, where are we at with that? What did you find out? You're welcome, Shannon. Hold on, you guys. I got to pee just real quick. What's up, Letty? How are you? Oh, I miss you too, Chocolate Jam. I'm glad that you're here. Still subbed, huh? Love it. What's up, Dina? How you doing? All right. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. What is your coffee order at Starbucks? I only like the pink drink here. It depends. Usually I get a quad venti blonde oat milk vanilla latte. I don't know if I said vanilla or not. Or I get the pistachio latte, but you got to get it made with blonde espresso or it's not good. Okay, Pinky. Thank you. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that you're dealing with for the rest of January. So, how you are going to perceive this person for the rest of January is the Chariot. Who they truly are, the Four of Swords. Their intention, Ace of Cups. Damn, I don't even want to clarify, baby. So far we have Cancer here. So let's see how you're perceiving them. The Queen of Cups, Cancer again, and the World. Well, it looks like this person is a feminine energy. The Chariot, this can be somebody who's coming to see you, somebody who's coming to visit you, somebody who maybe you're traveling with or you're deciding to go on a road trip with that Chariot and that World there. This to me looks like somebody who's approaching you with love and kindness and honesty and bravery and courage. It seems like with that world there may be some closures happening, or you and this person, at least how you're perceiving them, you're closing out on some kind of goal together, or they're maybe achieving something in their own right, and you may be benefiting from it in some way. I say that because the Queen of Cups is mutual love between two people. It's not just like, oh, I'm in love with this person. There's usually an indication of mutual love. Whether this is with a friend or whether this is something more romantic, whoever it may be. But this is very positive to me. There shows a big sense of bravery in regards to vulnerability and being honest about our emotions and finally completing something or hitting the next stage of the connection. Who this person truly is on the inside is I heard a big kid. Okay. We have Aquarius energy as well, Saturnian, Four of Swords, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Star. This tells me that this is somebody who's a natural healer. That's what I got from that. The Four of Swords is coming after the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about sorrow and sadness and pain, where the Four of Swords is like, okay, let's kind of take some alone time, let's heal. And the Star can also be about healing. Now, the Four of Swords can also represent somebody who maybe likes to have a lot of alone time, somebody who maybe is a bit of an introvert at times, somebody who is still trying to find this level of confidence within, somebody who is always willing to take the first step despite their lack of confidence. I feel like it's not really about confidence with this person. It's more about courage when it comes to this person. I'm sorry if you hear that litter box. It's so annoying. But I think that this person has a lot of potential, is what I want to say, especially regarding their dreams, their hopes, their wishes. This can be somebody who has ideas and, spreads them, right? Somebody who has a very healing quality or presence to them. We have the Ace of Cups with the okay, with the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. Well, the Devil doesn't always have to mean bad, right? It doesn't always have to mean negative. And these other cards are pretty positive. I am going to clarify that Devil just to be certain. Ooh, the King of Pentacles. Wow, I really like this reading. Taurus, this is a great reading. Their intent is to show you love and possibly to have their way with you, if I could put it so eloquently. This is somebody who may want to work with you, who's trying to get on the same page. They have the intent to get on the same page with you. This is somebody who maybe wants to start a business partnership with you or some kind of contractual agreement between the two of you. I think that there's a lot of determination in regards to being able to work as a team with you, whether that is a business partnership or a romantic partnership or a family, whatever it is. I feel like they're wanting to build something with you. That's what that looks like to me. It's very positive. I don't have anything negative to say. We have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. And then we have it's time to release negativity. Well, it's interesting because with that light body, it's making me feel like you're needing to be lighter, be more playful, allow yourself to soften a little bit. There may be some things that are bogging you down in regards to your mentality or your fears or your past or whatever it is that can be putting a bit of a damper on this connection or anything else in your life, really. So, finding a way to approach things in a more lighthearted manner may help, or trying to find those little pieces of joy in life, right? Life can be hard. So that is what I have for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to book a super chat question, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box below, or you can click the link in the pinned comment. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. Carmelita. You're welcome, Taurus. Hello, Boombastic. It's nice to see you. What's up? I miss you. Don't know if I miss you yet. Nope, not yet. I miss you. What's up, Mad Max? All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and check you out. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. How you're going to perceive this person for the rest of January is the Two of Swords. Who they truly are, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Their intent with you for the rest of January is the Page of Cups. We have Pisces here technically, but Cancer and Scorpio. We also have Moon in Libra and Sun in Virgo, but reversed. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Two of Swords. Two of Wands. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. I actually don't think that this is that bad. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is going to overpower this energy completely. So at first, you may feel like this person is a little indecisive, like there's something that they need to decide upon that maybe they're procrastinating, maybe out of fear. Maybe they don't want to start something. Maybe if they feel like they make some kind of decision that it is going to start something. But I don't think that they're avoiding it anymore. Do I think that they want peace? Absolutely, but not at the peace of themselves. And that Two of Wands makes me feel like they're coming out of their comfort zone. They're doing something a little bit different that's going to help this connection maybe move forward. But that Wheel of Fortune is like, you know what? F it, right? I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to give it to the universe. I'm going to roll with the punches. It seems like maybe they're bringing something that's very beneficial to you, something that feels fated in a positive way, something that feels lucky even. What's that Wheel of Fortune? The Queen of Wands. If you guys would perceive yourselves or consider yourselves a Queen of Wands kind of archetype, it may be that this person is really boosting your confidence in some way, or there may be an opportunity for you to show your stuff. So maybe you're a performer, maybe you do spoken word, maybe you're an actor, an actress, something like that. There can be an opportunity for that. It can also be like, let's say that it's something like that, right? Like you're supposed to get a job, or you're applying for a job, or you're going to an audition. It may at first feel like, this person isn't too sure about you, but then it's like, you know what? Hell yeah. So that looks positive. Who this person truly is, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the Lovers. Oof. Bit of a stickler. This is somebody who tends to be very critical, probably of others. They probably get lost in the details of things with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse and that Hangman in reverse. They probably get lost in the details, and they sometimes may miss the bigger picture ultimately. And this can be somebody who gets stuck there and then has a hard time making decisions based upon where they're stuck at. So this can also be somebody who's very critical of others, but it's likely because they're incredibly critical of themselves. So something to kind of think about here. I like that the Lovers is here because it tells me that this person, they do make decisions from their higher selves. And I feel like that Two of Swords and that Two of Wands, decisions, right? Critical thinking, blah, 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 Wheel of Fortune. It's like, it seems like a more of a higher minded kind of person, which is interesting because you're viewing them as Jupiter, and the Lovers is Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. So it's like we have the higher mind versus the lower mind. Not lower in a bad way, but Jupiter is more about the big picture, where Mercury is more about the details, okay? And both have their place in this world, but it's almost like it's interesting to see because it's almost like they usually make decisions off of very critical observations, but like with whatever they're making a decision on now, it feels like it's of their higher mind. It's more of like big picture, the potential of something is what they're making a decision on. But I think that this person has a pretty decent connection with self, and I think that they love. I think they're a committal kind of person. The Page of Cups with their intentions, with the Six of Cups in reverse. What's that Death card? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. I think that their intention is to offer you something, but it's one of those things where it's there and then it's gone if you don't take it. And that Six of Cups in reverse, for some of you, it can represent an apology. So if you feel like this person owes you an apology, this might be the case. This person may be trying to, like, if you guys have a bad history, they may be trying to end those uh grudges, any bad blood between the two of you. They may be trying to change that in some way. And the ending that could have happened, or the bad blood, could have came from like a missed opportunity or a manipulation or something like that. But it seems pretty positive. Micromanaging the universe is what I got. And then step out of your comfort zone. Interesting. So this is also telling you, trying not to micromanage the universe, trying not to control everything, trying not to control a certain outcome. Things are going to lay as they may, but it is asking you to step out of your comfort zone into something that you're not used to doing or being. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat, you can do that at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can click the link in the description box below or check out the pinned comment. What's up, Joyce? What's up, Blue? All right, Cancer. All right, Cancer. Cancer sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person for the rest of January, whether this is platonic or otherwise. How you will perceive this person the rest of January is the Ace of Swords. Who they truly are in this moment is the Ten of Wands. Their intentions with you for the rest of January, the Five of Swords in reverse. So let's see that Ace of Swords first. The Six of Wands in reverse. The Magician. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini for that to come out, or that can kind of just be their natural energy. Well, what I do like is that the Magician is here. It tells me that there is an intent to do something. This person seems to be telling you about their intent to do something, and not only just having an intent, but also there's action behind it. So I feel like what this person is saying that they're going to do, they're actually doing it. I think this person is probably being very honest with you about something. It can be that they're feeling overlooked, underpaid. It can be that they're telling you something that they don't want anybody else to know. They don't want a lot of attention around this personal truth that they're telling you. It can be a secret, maybe, especially with that Six of Wands in reverse. It's making me feel like this is something hush hush, or this is something that they hadn't told you before, or this is something, by the way, happy full moon in Cancer. But it's definitely like a truth bomb. It doesn't have to be bad. It just seems like this person has higher intentions to do something. And the way that you're perceiving them is that they have the confidence backing whatever they're saying. The Ten of Wands for who they truly are in this moment. The Empress in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. This person is somebody that can likely endure a lot, but it doesn't mean that they always want to. The Ten of Wands is somebody who not only takes responsibility for themselves, but for other people around them, for others around them. And they can carry quite a lot, as you can see with the guy on the Ten of Wands. Now, what I will say, the reason for them doing this may be because they don't see their own potential sometimes. It can be that they take responsibility for others, or they do too much for others because they have a broken sense of self-worth or self-value, where sometimes they don't see their own worth, but other people do. Um, and it can also be that there's a lot of insecurities there. This can be somebody as well who ignores their intuition because they want something to work. This can be somebody who overgives, overstays, overdoes it, just in general. And what's this truth? The Eight of Swords. The truth bomb that they're telling you, it can be about something that has kept them in like a mental prison for a while. It can be around a decision that they really were not looking forward to making, but they feel like they need to make it. It can also be this energy of them being like, you know what, I've sat here and I blamed everyone else for my problems or for why I'm not at a certain place in my life, but really it's my fault. Because the Eight of Swords is about somebody who has deluded themselves into thinking that they can't move out of these eight swords, but literally all they have to do is just get up and walk away or walk out of something. So I don't know what that means for them. The Five of Swords in reverse for this person's intent with you. The Five of Swords in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Wow. Yikes. I don't think that they... this makes me feel like this is somebody who... let me get one more for that. The three... whoa, 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 I need you to see this. 5, 4, 3, all the same, all cups. Wow. I heard, you know what? Let's start over. This person seems very determined to come together, to be friends. There seems to be some kind of past issue between you and this person that they're pretty disappointed by, whether it's that they're disappointed in you or disappointed in themselves. It seems like this person is trying to kind of go backwards and start over with you from not square one per se, but it's almost like we're taking away an element of the connection in order to rebuild it. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say that this is a relationship, okay? Let's say that this is a relationship, and whether they did something, you did something, or the both of you did, they may be like, okay, you know what, let's take the sexual element out of it, let's take the romantic element out of it for a minute, and let's try to rebuild our friendship or our connection. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that that is exactly what it is, but it's something like this. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, a time to give rather than take. So this is asking you, Cancer, there's something that you may be missing here. I do feel like this person, remember when I said I feel like they're revealing something to you that maybe you didn't know or whatever? I feel like this is going to be the time. It's asking you to look a little bit deeper than just the truth of the matter, but why maybe they lied in the first place, or why maybe they kept this information from you, or why they didn't tell it to you at all. What was that from? And it's asking you to be of service in some way. New moon in Virgo, it's asking you to probably be more empathetic or understanding. It's asking you to give something rather than maybe press or take from the matter. Does that make sense? For whatever reason, flip this if you need to. Okay. But that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Just check out the pinned comment or click the link in the description box below. Let's move on to Leo. You're welcome, Max. No problem, Eric. All right, let's see Leo. All right, Leos. Let's see. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and check out your person, whoever this may be, how you will perceive them for the rest of January is the Three of Swords, who they truly are, the Nine of Wands, and then the Judgment for their intent with you, which is Scorpio energy. So for some of you, maybe it is Scorpionic energy. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Three of Swords for how you perceive them. Two of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yikes. Well, some of you are going through a breakup. Some of you are going through a divorce. Some of you are going through a really crappy emotional situation between you and this person. You're looking at them like they're pretty damn heartbroken over something. They're pretty shattered in some way. And that Two of Pentacles makes me feel like you're perceiving them as like, okay, they're keeping the balls in the air. They're pulling it together, even though they're like very distraught about something on an emotional level. And the 10 of Cups in reverse tells me that, well, they may not be showing up as super nurtury and nurtury. Are you even nurturing? Nurturing, lovey-dovey, you know, they may not be emotionally supporting you like you would normally expect. There's something missing here. There can also be this energy of them just being like, all right, well, I gotta put on a brave face. You know, 10 of Cups in reverse to me is sometimes is somebody who's like forcing a smile. Everything's fine. Especially with that Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is like, all right, we're keeping the balls in the air. I can handle it. I can handle it. Right. One more though, and I'm out. You know, like one more and I can't do it. So I feel like there's almost this energy of this person being at their wits' end for some reason. Doesn't have to be with you, but I mean, like, ugh, you know, it's like what I'm hoping is not that this would be much better, but what I'm hoping is that, like, maybe hopefully this is like a friend, you know, venting to you about their relationship as opposed to your own personal relationship or connection or family or whatever. So the Nine of Wands is who they are in this moment. So Moon and Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Page of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like at times this person can be a little naive. Like they may sometimes they may kind of believe anything that they hear. But this can also be, if it's not that, this can be somebody who sometimes tends to assume the worst. Okay. They may tend to assume things about you, about other people, even about themselves is not necessarily true. What I will say is that Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like they try not to make things harder than they need to be. I feel like they try not to let fear win, you know, like if they have a thought that maybe isn't necessarily true, it's a paranoia or something. They try not to let that win. They try not to let that assumption, like, you know, this could be somebody who like somebody's staring at them and you know maybe they have an insecurity about their face or something and they're like, oh god, you know, they're looking at me because they think I'm ugly, or they're looking at me because, and then there's like another part of them that's like, nah, fuck that, I'm hot, you know, like I don't even know what my problem is, you know, but it's or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like they try to just stay in that mind frame. I think that this is also somebody who is a bit of a fighter. This is somebody who's probably been through a lot in their lives with that Nine of Wands. Somebody who's willing to maybe even stand up for others, stand up against adversity, you know, stand up against false truths and people spreading misinformation. It can be that as well. I think this person has been through a lot of battles. And what's another one? You know, what's another mark on another tally on the wall? What's another scar? What's another, right? This person's intent with you is the Judgment, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Sun. Okay. They have an intent to bring something up from the past, or if this is like a past connection, past relationship, bring this back from the past in some way. And they're trying to do it optimistically so. Um, they may not be like taking off with it. Like, what do I mean by this? Like, let's say that you and this person had a breakup and they're like, like maybe you did something, okay? Maybe you did something, maybe they did, whatever it is, but there may be this energy of them being like, okay, I'm willing to take accountability, or I'm willing to bring this back to life in some way, and I'm willing to remain optimistic about it. But I'm not quite ready to go full force, or I'm gonna delay getting into bed with you, or I'm gonna delay the business deal a little bit. Although the sun and the judgment are gonna rule over that ace of wands in reverse, so I feel like something will move a little bit more quickly than anticipated. But it seems this person is very much a, oh, I just heard a line from one of my poems. Smiles, what was it? Well, it was a scary poem, but I didn't hear the scary part. The line from one of my poems was, I hope my smile haunts you between the ribs of the sun, or something like that. But I didn't hear the haunt part. I just heard smiling between the ribs of the sun. So I don't know why I heard that. That's interesting. We have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So it's telling you probably not to give up on something. Nothing is yet set in stone. So I want to say, like, don't throw something all away, okay, because of a hiccup. Don't just toss it in the trash. I think that something positive is going to happen from this, or whatever. It's just asking you to go with the flow. Thank you, Leo. That's what I have for you. If you want to book a super chat question, then you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right. Aw, Joyce, thank you. And I'm sorry to hear that. That freaking sucks. I get it. I do. You know what? This belongs over here. Can we see it over there? Yeah, that looks good. This is my little coffee station in my dining room. Okay. All righty. Bye, Vanessa. Sorry, I always miss those. All right, let's do Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person on your mind, platonic, romantic, whatever. So, how you're going to perceive this person for the rest of January is the Two of Cups. Love it. Who this person truly is at the moment is the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And their intent with you for the rest of January is the Strength in reverse. So Leo energy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Two of Cups for how you're perceiving them. Ooh, okay. Hello. The Emperor and the, oh, that's so, listen, bitch, that is so sexy. That is like my dream person right there. Oh, that's so hot. How do I describe the indescribable? No, I'm just kidding. So, Two of Cups is like Venus in Cancer, right? It's that mutual understanding, it's that nurturing, it's that I'm listening to understand, you know? It's that sweet love, that emotional passion, that heart to heart, baby. You know what I'm saying? The Emperor backing it is so fucking hot, honestly. This is like, but I can also detach from that shit and take care of business, right? Not necessarily like detach from you as a person, but like I can get done. That's how you're viewing them. You don't view them like they're in their ego and they're part of this like petty mind frame or mindset or whatever. No, this is like, I love you and I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just like I'm gonna slap your butt while you're in the kitchen kind of love. This is like, you're not going to be calling, you're going to be calling me something else outside of my government name by the time we're done, you know? Virgo, I love this for you. Could be an Aries energy with that emperor there. It doesn't have to be. That's hot. I feel like this person's definitely showing you who's boss a little bit, you know. Don't shoot me. I know, Virgo. You guys are the boss. I know. The Knight of Pentacles for who this person truly is. The Knight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is like the most, this is like so opposite. The Knight of Pentacles takes his or her time because we want to do it right. We want to make sure that we're doing it right. Okay. And we're more cautious moving forward. Then comes the Knight of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wait, what did you say? Wait, what? Somebody who is very impulsive. Somebody who's very impatient, very impulsive, somebody who doesn't want to wait, which is like so, these are so opposite. But you know, what's that Seven of Pentacles in reverse? The Fool. Yeah, they're impulsive. They tend to be a little impulsive. You know, even a little naive at times, okay? I think that their true self is like, all right, I want to make sure I do this right, but then like, I don't know, they read something or they hear something or they receive some kind of information and they're going full force with what they think they know, kind of thing, you know. And then they end up like wasting their time in the end, you know. But I feel like this person does have the ability to be very quick on the draw, but they also have the ability to really take their time. But I think they may sometimes tend to be easily influenced by things, which can cause them to be more impulsive. Their intent with you for the rest of January. Oh, damn, what? Okay. Uh what in the bipolar schizophrenic episode is this? Okay. What's the Tower? The Hermit. That's you. Mars, the Sun, Mercury, King of Cups. They love you, this person. They are trying to, I will say this, they're not holding back, but I don't know what that's in regards to. They're showing up in love. I don't know if this is like they're banging your brains out. I don't know what it is. But it's definitely that energy because the Strength in reverse is like when we don't have self-control sometimes, okay? Yes, I know there are other meanings. I'm talking about what the fuck this means, okay? Then the Tower is just like chaos. I said, well, with what? And then I got your card. So I'm like, okay. But then the King of Cups is backing it, which tells me that there's some kind of passionate, all encompassing, let go, lovey, mixed bag of fuckery happening here. But I don't think it's like bad fuckery per se, but it does feel like something is happening where it is crashing and burning, but in a good way, the kind of crash and burn that keeps you warm. Something is being rebuilt. They might drop a truth bomb on you that's positive, like that with that King of Cups. Something's changing. Your advice is nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yeah, I bet you're going to need it after that Emperor and King of Cups. um, and then you have don't let pride get in your way. I heard take it on the chin. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Not literally. So this is telling you to take care of yourself. You know, when you need space, when you need rest, when you need a good night's sleep, when you need to relax, you know, let it happen. I don't know what the pride thing is about, Virgo. I don't know if you guys are going to have a problem with this in the month of January, for the rest of January, but it's telling you not to let that get in your way. Okay, of whatever, I don't know, baby. But that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link in the description box, or you can go ahead and check out the pinned comment in the chat. All right. Libra. That'd be great, Carmen, honestly. What's up, page 57? What's page 57? How to keep a Virgo guessing. What's up, sissy? All right, Libra, let's check it out. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and check you out here. Let's see your person or whoever this person is to you. How you're going to perceive them. The Four of Wands in reverse. Who they truly are in this moment. The King of Swords in reverse. We have Aquarius, technically Gemini and Libra. Then we have the Eight of Wands for their intent. For some of you, you can be at a distance from this person. So let's see that Four of Wands in reverse for how you're perceiving them. Barf. Oh, okay. Well, Libra, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this. No, I'm just joking. So, Libra, you may feel like there's an ending happening. There can be an ending that this person is initiating, maybe, but you may look at them like they betrayed you in some way. Like, they did the unspoken. They did something that they shouldn't have been doing. And I feel like you already know about this. Okay. So don't freak out. Seven of Swords in reverse may be that they're actually being fucking honest about it this time. They're actually telling you the truth. They may actually have a guilty conscience, right? And that Four of Wands in reverse, you can feel for some of you that they feel so guilty about what they've done to you that they are trying to shut you out of their space. That they are trying, like when somebody does something wrong to you and then they turn around, they're like, oh, you're blocked, and you're like, fuck did I do? Like, you did it, It almost feels like that a little bit. Reverse it if you need to. Maybe you're doing this, but that's what that looks like to me. What's that Seven of Swords in reverse about? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They may have done something that made them feel good in the moment just to prove something to others or themselves, but it really wasn't. It was coming from a place of insecurity or codependency. It can also be about finances as well. They could have lied about finances. So, not my favorite, right? King of Swords in reverse for who they truly are in this moment, with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Oh, they basically have three different personalities. Very masculine, I will say. I think that this is somebody who, to be honest, they may let their passions run the show. They may even let their, I don't want to say ego, but a little bit run the show. What they're passionate about. They're in and they're out. They may sometimes have a difficult time being honest. They may have a difficult time accepting their own personal, honest truth about themselves, about how they view others and how that reflects upon them or whatever it may be. And sometimes this person may be, a bit of a gaslighter, right? Maybe a bit of a gaslighter, a little bit of a fibber, right? This person can sometimes be very even mentally abusive to themselves. Okay, whoa. It's trying to tell me something about this person had a father that was either very hard on them or abusive or didn't teach them how to be a certain way, or a man or something. There's something about a father figure here that was very much influenced this person's inner voice. Whoa, that's deep. It was some kind of father figure, somebody that was like a father to them, or that was their actual father. But I mean, I think that this is somebody who's a natural entrepreneur. Like, if we're looking at the positive, a natural entrepreneur, somebody who's actually tends to be quite confident within self, but sometimes they may backtrack because of that inner voice, which may lead to feeling like they need to overcompensate in some way. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Their intent with you for the rest of January, the Eight of Wands, the Justice, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. This person may be at a distance, so it may be that they are deciding to come travel to come see you. This may also be somebody who is trying to make things right with you, despite them knowing that it may not work in their favor. I feel like they're trying to be a good person. That's what I'm getting with that. Okay, maybe there's a higher level of commitment, maybe with the justice there, but it almost feels like, because that Nine of Cups in reverse is like, I know I'm not going to get what I want, or I'm not getting a wish. Okay, and it feels like it's because they're deciding to be honest with you about something, or trying to make something right, even though they know that it may put them in a precarious situation with you. You're I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. A new start is coming. Wow. So, Libra, if you had a hand to play in this, um this may be the time to be totally honest. Maybe this is advice for them. Okay, I don't know, right? But for some of you, it may be asking you to have empathy. Now, of course, if this is somebody who like beat the shit out of you, like, no. Okay. No. Obviously call the cops, go to therapy, whatever you got to do, right? But if this is something where maybe you had a little bit of a red hand in it, right? It may be asking you to be honest as well, be vulnerable. It doesn't have to be anything bad. Not anything super bad. Maybe it is, but and it's not easy all the time to be vulnerable in that way, but I feel like it's saying, like, once that's kind of cleared out, or even after this person apologizes and maybe you're kind enough to accept, maybe saying that some new start, maybe around the new moon in Aquarius, says new moon, okay, may start for you. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. I'm getting hungry. What's up, mountain girl? Am I? Oh, good. That's great. I'm glad that I'm channeling. It's been a while. All right, guys. Let me just pee really quick, and let me grab a water, and I'll be right back. All righty. Sissy, please. Damn Pisces. All right, let's do it. We got Scorpio. All right, Scorp. Let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind, platonic or romantic, how they are portraying themselves to you for the rest of January. The Queen of Swords. This may be a feminine energy. We have Libra specifically, but could be an Aquarius or a Gemini. These are general readings. Who they truly are in this moment is the Hierophant in reverse. We have Taurus energy as well. Their intent with you for the rest of January is the Temperance in reverse. We have Sagittarius. So let's see. The Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. I had to pull out my second deck. This is somebody who you're perceiving as being very straightforward and honest with you. I will say that they do seem to have some questions potentially about a financial matter. They seem to be being a bit of a, I don't want to say a stickler, but I mean, who uses that word, right? But the Queen of Swords, she's polite, but she's also a F around and find out kind of card, right? Cross me and you're done. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles is Sun and Capricorn next to the Knight of Swords. It makes me feel like this person is trying to hold back on saying or doing anything impulsive. At least that's how you're seeing them. There could be conversations around money or relationships or business here. I mean, this is somebody who is being very straight to the point, very cold hard cash kind of vibe. Okay. So who they are in this moment is the Hierophant in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Four of Swords. This can definitely be somebody who is having issues around spirituality, religion. This can be somebody who is more of like a my way or the highway. And that can come from, like, if this individual has a bit of a my way or the highway mentality, this can come from a place of, like, if they've set boundaries, for instance, if they've set boundaries with people, that overstepped them or didn't listen to their boundaries, they may now be so hardcore about them because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, well, being nice and just communicating my boundaries hasn't worked with people. So now I got to be an asshole, right? And that can be coming from an unhealed place. It can be somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of hope all the time. This can be like, this can be sometimes the type of person who tends to be a little pessimistic, and tries to be a bit indifferent because of the things that they're unhealed from. So, ooh, uh, it's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little rough. The Temperance in reverse for their intent with you for the rest of January. Temperance in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Cups. I feel like this can be a little bit of a they may want love, they may want connection with that Six of Cups. They may think about you, they may want to connect, but sometimes it may feel like it's almost a little much. It may feel like it, sometimes they tend to overdo it. This can also be a sense of somebody who's very impatient. Okay. Um, Now I'm not saying they have an intent to be impatient, but whatever they want from you or with you, they may want it now. My way or the highway, right? They may want it now. I don't have time to wait. I don't have time to sit here with my thumb up my ass, right? It's like, I also feel like they don't want to invest too much into this for some reason. And that may be because of fear. I don't know. Your advice is you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. How funny. Because I feel like these are both Aquarian cards. You know, embrace your weirdness. You're not for everyone. This is telling you to be as authentic as possible. Being honest to them, being, you know, as much as you feel comfortable being, and being honest with yourself. It's saying that you're probably going to get more bees with honey than you will vinegar, basically. As long as you're being true to yourself, being kind. I feel like this is probably somebody who needs kindness more than most. And it's okay to be you, you know. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm like cracking my knuckles. What's up, Scorp Love? All righty. Let's do it, Sag. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that you're thinking about, platonic, romantic, whatever. How this person is, or how you're perceiving them as the King of Pentacles, could be a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo. Who they truly are, the King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Definitely a masculine. And the moon in reverse for their intent with you for the rest of January, Piscean energy. So let's go ahead and take a look at how you're perceiving them first. Oh, okay. Well, the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups. You feel like they're showing up as someone who is committed, whether that's in business partnership or romantic. Somebody who's providing in some way. Somebody who is giving in some way. Somebody who is stable and mature, but you don't trust it. You don't trust it, right? That Queen of Cups in reverse makes me feel like that's you. Reverse it if you need to. Now, what's funny is that you're viewing, it's almost like you're wondering, is it too good to be true, or why are they being so nice to me today, or this, are they just gaslighting me? Because you're looking at them like they're checking off all the boxes. They're everything that you want in one way or another, but you don't trust it. And maybe that's exactly why you don't trust it, because you're looking at them like they're very committed. They're very committed to your project, to your romantic relationship, to the marriage, whatever it is. But why don't we trust it? Let's do that. Okay. Ace, because they may have lied to you before. They may have told you some fibs, or you just don't trust that they're telling the truth. You feel like they're also very independent, you know, not somebody who's codependent, somebody who's independent. This may be the type of person who likes their space. The King of Cups for who they truly are in this moment with the Two of Swords in reverse. Wow, damn. Almost. Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. We have three kings on the table. A fourth one drops in the upright. It's a wrap. So when we have three kings on the table, we're obviously missing one more. Now, the king that we're missing is the King of Wands. If we have all four kings, that makes an emperor. Okay. That makes an emperor. This person in my opinion, from what I see as a reader, is getting very close to achieving some kind of goal. Coming into their divine masculine. I hate that word or that phrase, but that's what I have. This is somebody who is truly and authentically a very emotionally mature person. They are not afraid to kick up some dust underneath the rug, especially if it needs to be said, especially if it's a truth that needs to be revealed emotionally or mentally. This is somebody who also has a great ability to be very fair and logical, and they're a great communicator. They're probably in love with you if this is a romantic. The moon in reverse for their intent with you. Whoa. Can I get one more? They're probably going to, if there has been some trust issues, moon in reverse, page of swords in reverse, and nine of swords in reverse with three of cups in the upright. If there has been some gossip, rumors, drama in any capacity, misinformation, assumptions, you assuming things, whatever, this is somebody who has an intent to tell you the truth. This is what it is. Let me ease your mind. Nine of swords in reverse, three of cups. This is going to be somebody who's going to either reconcile with you if there's a disconnect, or somebody who's trying to just get with you to be honest with you. Listen, let's have a conversation. I like it personally. Your advice, Sagittarius, is baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense, and adjustments are required. What adjustments? The Four of Pentacles. This is either you need to hold back or you need to let it go. Okay. It's either that you need to be more stingy or you need to be less stingy. Only you are going to know what that means. But this is about putting one foot in front of the other. You don't have to take a big trust leap. You know, you don't have to throw yourself off of a cliff to make something happen. One step at a time. Okay. That's what I have for you, Sag. Thank you so much. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right. Capricorn. By the way, if you guys have not followed me on Instagram, make sure that you do that. Your little mini full moon in Cancer horoscopes for your rising signs are up. Okay. That info can be found in the description box below. All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that is on your mind. How you are perceiving this person for the rest of January is the Empress in reverse. We have Taurus and Libra here. This person looks to be a feminine. The Two of Pentacles for who they truly are right now. The Four of Cups in reverse for their intent with you for the rest of January. Let's take a look at that Empress. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Justice in reverse, Libra again. Yikes. What's that Justice in reverse? The Ace of Wands in reverse. This is how you're viewing them anyway. You're viewing them like a very passionate person. Okay. I will say that. A very passionate person, somebody who can sometimes be the life of the party, but you may feel like it's an act or it's not truthful to who they are. You may feel like this person has some insecurity issues where they feel like they need to prove something, where they may be clingy, they may be possessive, they may sometimes be a little passive aggressive or something like that, where you feel like they go out of their way to get your attention or to get attention in general in order to make them feel like they are doing something. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, now it doesn't mean that that's who this person is. It's just how you're viewing them at some point in January for whatever reason. So, for instance, now this is a very extreme example, and I'm not saying that your person would do this, but forgive me, I'm live and I'm trying to think of an example quickly. Okay. Let's say that this is an ex, and you show up with somebody new at a bar and they see you and they go out of their way to show off. They go out of their way to introduce themselves to your new person. And then they manipulate the situation so that, they can plant an insecurity within your new boyfriend, girlfriend, date. So that way they can be kind of the center of attention. They're doing something that's wrong. It's how you're viewing it. And it could make you feel less attracted to them because of it. Okay. Doesn't mean that that's what they're doing. It's just an example. It could be on a very, very small scale. Um, let's see. Who they truly are in this moment is the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower in reverse. This person tends to enjoy, or they tend to move at a slower pace. They are pretty practical, I think, when it comes to making decisions usually. They're somebody who takes their time. They may be a perfectionist. They're somebody who wants to do it right. I don't think that they genuinely want to cause chaos with that Tower in reverse. I don't think that they necessarily like change either. There's somebody who may stubbornly stick to their ways to avoid change in some kind of way, whether that's internal or external. I don't want things to change. I want maybe they're a fixed sign, right? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. But there's some kind of nature about them where they just try to put one foot in front of the other. Maybe they're drunk when they do this. I don't know, because it seems very out of character. Like, how you're perceiving them in January. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but how you're perceiving them in January seems to be very out of alignment with their character. At least from what now, of course, I only pulled 3 cards, okay? Um, but I don't know. So, their intent with you, the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups in reverse. What's that Page of Cups in reverse? The Judgment. They um okay. So, it's a little, dare I say, they are they want let me say the positive first. They want to get along. They want to get on the same page. They want to work on a team, right? They want to get along. They want to do that, right? Um and they're willing to kind of let something go, let rejection go, let some kind of disappointing situation go, but they are maybe not wanting to bring up something from the past, or they may be not taking accountability for something, and they may be kind of playing the victim a bit or feeling like the victim for some reason. Okay. So they want to get on the same page with you, so that's good, right? But there's definitely this kind of woe is me energy a little bit. Ugh, the cross watchers are going to come for me. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer is your advice. Show the world the real you. So this is about needing to be honest about who you are, maybe say your own personal truth, whether it's to yourself or this person. Um, make your life a moving prayer. Okay. It may be asking you to get in touch with your heart space more, and maybe asking you to get in touch with your sense of vulnerability, you know, to show who you really are in that regard. Maybe this person wants vulnerability, I don't know, but I feel like it's asking you to be vulnerable, like to show your authentic heart, you know. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. If you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. Speaking of, here we got Aquarius. What's up, Deb? You think he's gay? Oh my God, okay. Oh my goodness. All right, Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at your person or the person that is on your mind. How you are perceiving this person for the rest of January is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Who they truly are, the Chariot in reverse, Cancer energy. And their intent with you is the Temperance card, Sagittarius. So let's see that 10 of Cups in reverse for how you perceive them first. The 10 of Wands, the 7 of Swords. Yikes. What's that 7 of Swords? The 9 of Wands. Okay. This is somebody who you're looking at them like they're going through a lot. There may be a breakup here for some of you. There may be a divorce. It may be that this person has so much on their plate that you feel like they're not being as emotionally supportive to you. But what this tells me, the 10 of Wands is not just about doing for yourself, it's about doing for everyone. It's about taking on the load and the responsibility, not just for yourself, but for everyone, as is the 7 of Swords, just in a more strategic way. The 9 of Wands clarifying that 7 of Swords makes me feel like they're fighting for something. Once again, not just for themselves, but for the group, whoever that may be, whether this is like an employee, whether this is like a coworker, whether this is a love partner, spouse. But it almost feels like they need a little bit of love because, you know, don't kick me in my ass, right? But like, you look at them like they're doing a lot for you. Like they're doing a lot for you and other people around them potentially. And you could feel like they're, I don't want to say emotionally detached because I don't feel like it's that sad. You know, maybe it's that they're feeling underappreciated. Maybe they are, you know, just sad, you know, like trying to put on a happy face. Like all of this work that they seem to be doing, I mean, you're the one that's perceiving it. Okay. So if you feel like you need to reverse this, by all means, you know, be my guest. But how you're perceiving it is that they're doing all of this work and they're handling it. They can handle it, but they're faking a smile. Everything's fine, even though they're like on the risk of burnout or something like that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be physical, although the 10 of swords, the 10 of wands can be quite physical. It can be like a big emotional burden that they are carrying. You know, maybe like for instance, what this would look like is um you maybe said something, let's say, that you didn't mean and you really hurt their feelings, but they don't want to upset you, so they're just holding on to it and they're just holding it because they're trying to avoid a bigger fight or something like that. Okay. The chariot in reverse for who they truly are with the world, and the 7 of wands. Fear holds them back from a lot of things at times. Um, Sometimes they may not have their priorities together, but I think at the end of the day, this is somebody who I heard they don't realize it sometimes. Now I heard 12th house, so I don't know why I'm hearing that. But this to me is somebody who's a very hardworking person, somebody who has the ability to accomplish a lot if they could just overcome their fears. This to me as well is somebody who can stand up for others, somebody who can not only succeed towards something, but honestly maintain it at a very great and grand level. But their problem is fear. Their problem is fear, fear of vulnerability, fear of something. But I feel like they're a hard worker. I feel like this person can endure a lot. I feel like they've been through a lot probably. Their intent with you is the temperance, the death, wow, Scorpio energy as well, and the 7 of Cups. They want to balance things out with you. They want to create something with you. The death card to the 7 of Cups. If there's been any illusion, if there has been the rose-colored glasses, all of that stuff, right? Whether you've worn them, they've worn them, the both of you have, I feel like they want to put an end to that. They want something to be equal because they may feel like they're carrying a lot and they may feel like you're not doing your part in some way for some of you. Okay. Like I said, reverse it if you need to. This is just a general reading. But they want their intent is to be that change or, make that change. Although I will say with that 7 of Cups on that death card, I'm getting a lot of like sexual energy here as well. I feel like this person is probably a very sexual person. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So this is about things being equal, doing your part, finding peace in the midst of chaos. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by looking at the bigger picture of something as opposed to getting lost in the details that don't matter. You ever been in a fight with somebody and it's like it just goes round and round in a fucking merry-go-round and you're like, oh my God, when do I get off this carousel? Right? Like that's when we're not looking at the bigger picture of something. We're getting lost in something that really doesn't matter. So yeah, that is what I have for you, Aquarius. This could have been reversed for some of you. Okay. But if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All righty. Damn, that coffee dehydrated the hell out of me. You guys don't forget, I am going to be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay. So keep that in mind. A little bit of a switch up here. Okay. Thanks, Sherilyn. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Let's go ahead and take a look at the person that you have on your mind. How you're perceiving them for the rest of January is the King of Wands in reverse. We have Leo, could be Aries, Sagittarius. Who they truly are, the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Then we have their intent with you, which is the Lovers. We have Gemini, okay. King of Wands in reverse for how you're perceiving them with the Hermit, which is Virgo, and the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Very interesting. This may be somebody that you perceive as having a bit of a chip on their shoulder about who they are and what they believe and what they know and their knowledge about themselves and their own sense of self-awareness. And usually people that have an ego around that are usually not as self-aware or even as educated as they think, right? Or there's something very pompous, right? It's like they may be very educated in one area. Like they may be very like academically intelligent, but like the emotional intelligence is like, where is it, right? I'm not saying that that's that person. I'm just saying that sometimes when there's an ego attached to that, that's usually why. Or sometimes that's why. What I will say is that for some of you, if this person, it could just be that this person is truly lacking confidence, but maybe trying to overcompensate in certain ways. You know, trying to act like they're bigger than they are, trying to act like they're smarter than they are, trying to act like they know more than they actually do, right? And then it's like you test them on some information and they're like, right? But what I will say is that you do view them as somebody who is having a bit of a humility moment, somebody who is kind of falling back a little bit and maybe learning about themselves, somebody who is trying to get their footing in life, get their footing in regards to who they are as a person at the core. I do think there are some confidence issues that you're perceiving, but you also seem to be perceiving that they're learning how to maneuver through those. um you may also feel like they look outside of themselves for something that is within. You may also feel like this is somebody who's quite committed to you, or somebody who could be a very religious or spiritual person, okay, for some of you. Who they truly are in this moment is the Page of Wands. Look at that. The Strength and the Two of Cups in reverse. I think that they are stronger than they give themselves credit for. I think that this is somebody who's also more confident than they give themselves credit for, but they may sometimes be disconnected from that. Sometimes they don't understand themselves, and in order to understand themselves, they may look outside of themselves in order to understand. They may put a lot of value in regards to their reputation and career, as opposed to um, you know, who they are in the privacy of their own home, who they are behind the scenes, you know? Like they identify with a reputation as opposed to actual self, right? Because that can be very different. I do think with that Page of Wands there, they seem to think that they lack the confidence that they actually have. They actually have a great amount of strength that they can apply to life, but they don't understand that for some reason. The Queen of Pentacles, I knew it. I should have said something. I feel like they're very influenced by feminine energy, or they're very influenced by like maybe they default sometimes to their own feminine energy. Maybe they don't understand women, or maybe they don't understand feminine energy, which makes them feel like they're less confident. I feel like this is somebody who needs to learn how to take care of themselves better in some way. There's a lot of earth and a lot of fire. But I want to see that Lovers for their intent with you for January. The Lovers, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 3 of Wands in reverse. This person has an intent to connect with you in an intimate way, in a conversation. The Lovers comes after the Hierophant. So it makes me feel like there's something being solidified, and then maybe their intent is to take something to the next level. Now, with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse to the 3 of Wands in reverse, they could be very frustrated because they feel like they're not getting what they want, or there can be this energy of wanting to connect on an intimate level, wanting to have conversations, but they don't have the confidence to take it all the way, or to propose, or to move it. What are you doing? Are you playing with a cap on the floor? Okay. Sorry. It's weird. Great connection. There's like a lack of follow through, which seems to come from a lack of confidence, in my opinion. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love is your advice, and your commitment is being tested. This may be asking you to cut the shit, whatever that means for you. This may be asking you to soften to this person, to soften to love in general. There may be some anger issues that come up during this time, and there may be some kind of conflict that's coming up. What's the commitment that's being tested? the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, to self, to one's own independence. Be cautious around codependency or feeling like you have to prove something. All right. That is what I have for you, Pisces. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so at hypsee.com/Violetta Alexis. All right. Time for super chat questions. Oh, God. All right. We have Bryn Lazarus. Hey girl, is there anything I need to know right now, more specifically regarding my relationship? But I'm open to whatever comes out. What does she need to know right now in regards to her relationship? I heard you have the power, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands. I don't like that there are two queens here, but I don't want to go straight to some kind of third party situation. You know, I don't really want to go there. Um, this may be saying that you have a very big decision that you need to make. And it may take coming out of your comfort zone in order to get the result that you want, doing something different. So, what do I mean by that? Like, for instance, and I'm not saying that this is what it is, but let's say that you know, this person screws up and you always just let them back in, you know, with just a sorry and I love you and that's it, right? Might be asking you to turn the tables a little bit. It might be asking you to actually implement some kind of very strong boundary in regards to that. Um, you know, if this is asking for a more positive thing, you know, if you're afraid to, for instance, maybe you've been afraid to get married or something like that. Maybe saying, hey, like, you know, time to be logical. Queen of Swords in reverse. Shit, I just lost the other card. Time to be logical. Don't let your emotions paint the canvas, right? Hold on. Oh, I lost the damn thing. This is saying that you have the power to make whatever you want happen, happen. It's totally up to you. The one thing that you can't do is lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Don't get overly emotional in this situation. If you stay in control of your emotions, you have control over the situation. Okay? That's what it's asking you. What else? What else does she need to know right now? It's asking you to listen to your intuition because your intuition is right. Especially about the devil in reverse. This can represent red flags, fears, addictions, any kind of red flaggy issues, toxic issues of some sort, something that you may suspect. It's telling you to listen to that and be honest, whether it's about yourself or others, another person, maybe something completely outside of your relationship, but it's telling you that your intuition is very much on point. You need to listen to that. You need to honor that. The Five of Cups. It's saying, your intuition is probably telling you something or has told you something recently. And it's saying, yay, you need to listen to this because 5 years down the line, I don't want you looking back at this moment and being like, holy fuck, I saw that coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's about really being honest with yourself because yourself is trying to be honest with you, but it's about your mind being honest with it, right? Because our mind wants to get in there and start to dissect everything and cut everything open and try to make sense of it all and try to make it fit, you know, saying not to do that. We have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, and conclusions are within reach. Which conclusions? The Six of Swords, around either resolving a matter or moving on from one. Okay. So something that you've been waiting for a while to come to fruition, or something that you've been waiting to culminate, create, end, something, a truth, something like that is going to come to your attention. But it's asking you to not absorb something that truly has nothing to do with you. So what do I mean by this? For instance, let's say that, you know, you've had a boss who just picks and picks and picks at like every little thing that you do, right? And you're like, God damn, right? And then you find out later, right? And you've been sitting there like, God, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And really, it has nothing to do with you. You actually find out later, and that boss, that same boss, is like honest with you. And he's like, you know what? I was honestly very jealous of you. I'm very jealous of you. I was always afraid you were going to take my spot, you know. So it's asking you not to allow whatever those energies are, your boss or anybody else, to affect you in that manner. Okay. So thank you so much, Bryn. Obviously, it's always nice to hear from you. If you could leave me a review on Hypsee, I'd be very grateful for that. Thank you. I hope that helped. Ah, all right. We have Nikki. I know you'll give it to me straight. What's my blockage with love? Why is it that I can't even get past a first date or anything off the ground? Okay, let's see. What's her blockage in love? The 10 of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. It may be saying that you have a hard time not bringing your past onto the date. You may have a hard time not bringing your wounded inner child on the date. You may have a hard time not bringing up an ex. You may have a hard time, um, you know, not trauma dumping or being too transparent, or there's something that you're carrying with you into these connections that is the blockage. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that something from your past, in some way, your missed opportunities, your fear of missing opportunities, is affecting you now, is affecting these connections now. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying you have to let go of the wheel. You have to let go of control. Like, for instance, if you have abandonment issues, right? And on every date, you're terrified that this person is not going to call you back. You're terrified that this person is not going to, I don't know, get into bed with you, or they're not going to be the love of your life, or they're not going to be in a relationship with you. People feel that energy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that specifically is what it is, but it's something like that. So if you can combat that, if you can grab hold of that by the reins and you can kick it in its ass, basically, you will have a lot more control than you do now. And sometimes that's by, you know when you meet somebody and they're just, you can tell that they're more healed. They can just kind of let things roll as they may, let things go. It's just like whatever, whatever happens happens. We have to get to that point. But by getting to the point of letting go, we have to figure out what's holding on to us. Um that 8 of Swords. Stuck on the missed opportunities. 8 of Cups in reverse. Another thing is, I want to say, don't be afraid to lose somebody. Try to change that psychology. It doesn't mean that you can't be self-aware. It doesn't mean that you can't be aware of what your own issues are, and that means that you can actually do something to help them, right? But it's also saying, like, think of it the other way, right? Just to kind of psych yourself out to help yourself through these dates if you need to, being like, oh no, they would lose me, right? It's a privilege to date me, right? And you should think of yourself that way. You should think of yourself in that light. It doesn't mean that you come up on the first date and you're like, hey, it's a privilege to date me. I'm just letting you know, right? It's not like that. But it is trying to get you to kind of change something. Now, we can psych ourselves out all day, but at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself why you're getting stuck. You want to ask yourself what you're still sticking to. We have Whale and Orca Elders diving deep. And then we have your dreams need a practical plan. So this is like vulnerability meets practicality, right? Knowing when to share, knowing when to be transparent about that thing that happened to you when you were six. And it's okay to be transparent with other people, but it's about really needing to be transparent with yourself as much as possible before anything. I used to be one of those people. I'm not saying that this is what it is, okay? Whatever your thing is, right? We all have our things. But mine was definitely like oversharing. I just wanted someone to listen to me. I just wanted someone to validate my feelings. And that's because I knew I had been gaslit my whole fucking life, right? So I was just like looking for anybody, please, somebody validate my truth. I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy, right? And then I had to like stop for a moment, and I had to be like, you know what, Violetta, you are allowing people who don't want to accept a truth that they have done to you, and you are allowing yourself to absorb that guilt, which is, you know, for lack of a better term, making you fucking crazy, right? So, something to kind of think about, but take it slow, is another thing that I want to say. Thank you so much. And don't settle for the first thing either. I'm not saying you're doing that, but just don't do it. Thanks a lot, Nikki. And if you don't mind giving me a review on Hypsee, I'd really appreciate it. All right. What's up, Anni baby? I hope I said that. What's up, Perfect Dark? It's really nice to see you. Thanks, Alban. It's nice to see you. All right. All right, let's see. We got my girl Alina. Hi, Violetta. It's me again. Thank you for your readings. They're absolutely amazing. Definitely confirmation of what I felt. This is a quick question reading, but I'd like to do a personal reading with you just for my future. I'm starting classes for higher education just to escape from all emotional drama and do what's best for me. I really appreciate your insights and kindness. Oh, I'd like to see what's coming in the next 3 months. I understand that energies are fluid and time is not specific, but just to feel the air. Thank you. Sure. All right, let's see. The Eight of Pentacles. Love that. The Magician in reverse. Okay. The Eight of Wands in reverse. You're busting your ass, basically, is what I want to say. The Eight of Pentacles is a great card. It's a sense of mastery over something, mastery over self, mastery over a project, mastery over an educational pursuit, something. You could be having like a great routine down as well. The Magician in reverse to the Eight of Wands in reverse, it can get to a point where you're kind of feeling a little bit of burnout. So I want to say be cautious with that. The Magician in reverse can also be somebody who feels like they don't have everything that they need in order to Eight of Wands in reverse move forward with something. It can also be a sense of your own self-confidence lacking in some way, like you're doubting yourself in some way. I feel like you're doing the work, and the thing is that you're doing a great job. Just don't get to a point of so much self-doubt or where you're busting your ass so hard that it leads to an actual burnout, and then everything, kind of crumbles. I'm not saying everything will, but obviously I'm being dramatic. You know what I mean? Let's see what else is happening here. The Six of Wands. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Four of Wands in reverse. You're getting a lot of attention for something. You could be also getting a lot of romantic attention. If you're a creative person and you're putting something out there creatively, like if you're an artist, a painter, a writer, something, and you're putting something out there, it could be encouraging you to do so because you're going to continue to get more applause, or you're going to get recognition for something that you're doing, or for just who you are, your creative abilities, or romantic attention, like I said. What I want to say is be cautious with that Four of Wands in reverse. And you remember how I told you, like, if that Eight of Pentacles, turns in reverse, you can start getting very critical of yourself. Okay, there can start to be like like you feel like you need to live up to something, or now that you've got this attention or this recognition, now you feel like you have to look a certain way, act a certain way. Don't do that to yourself, because I feel like that can definitely be it. You can actually be inhibiting yourself in some way or boxing yourself in because of some kind of insecurity. Once again, the Four of Wands in reverse can represent somebody who's afraid to break out of their shell, or who's afraid to take it to the next level, or somebody who is afraid to they don't want to go out because they have a pimple on their nose or whatever, but they don't realize that they would have met the love of their life, or so, you know what I'm saying? So there's a reason to celebrate. Just don't get to a point where you're pushing yourself too hard and you're doing all of this work that you don't leave room for love and all of those things. I like the Eight of Pentacles here. What I want to say is slow and steady wins the race. Don't try to rush something and fumble the bag. Okay, is what I want to say. Like, don't rush into something and fumble it. Okay, not saying you're going to fumble it, but just don't rush it. Take your time with what it is that you're doing. Don't feel like you have to like it has to be exactly like this. Or just don't do that. You have big picture thinking, visionary, inspired ideas, and work through your fears. Yes, I feel like this is kind of what I was saying. So there's some hello. There's some kind of big picture thinking for you, or that you need to develop, that you need to grasp onto. It's asking you not to get too lost in the details. Maybe there's some kind of talent, gift, skill, or ability, right? With that magician in reverse that you're not seeing, or you're, on the risk of burnout. And so other parts of you are being abandoned in some way. Make sure that you are, taking inventory of your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, and don't abandon that for something else. And also, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be, like big picture? If you could reach and grab something, what would it be? And then try and reach for that thing and come up with a plan. Um, don't let that negative thinking have you fumble the bag as well with those work through your fears. Okay. Thank you so much, Alina. I really appreciate you as always. And thank you for the lovely reviews. If you want to leave me another one, I certainly wouldn't be mad at you. So thank you. All right. We got my girl, Athea. Let's see. General love reading. Okay. Let's look at the next month for love. Five of Pentacles, the Sun, the Three of Swords. Well, that Sun is going to trump the rest of these cards, okay? So you see the Five of Pentacles, you see the Sun there, you see the Three of Swords. There may be some fears, there may be some abandonment that's kind of popping up, that's kind of getting in the way a little bit. Abandonment issues, maybe you had to block somebody, or you feel like you're going to need to block somebody. There's definitely some kind of sadness here, a little bit. Now, I like that the Sun is here. You could be using creative self-expression to find new ways to channel that energy for yourself. There can be a Leo in your life that comes in and kind of helps you overcome that throughout some kind of heartache or some kind of fear. It seems like you're able to smile and shine through it, and you seem to be able to keep the optimism. It can also be that somebody that maybe you had a falling out with or something like that. There can be more hope in the situation, because that Sun is going to overpower the cards. Although the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords sucks, the Sun is going to overpower it. So there's going to be a reason to be happy. You're going to find a reason. Now let's see love in the next 3 months. The Hangman in reverse. We have Pisces, we have Leo, the Fool. Okay. The Ace of Cups, I feel like new love is coming into your life if you're interested in it. I just see the Hangman in reverse there as kind of like, I don't really know what's going on over here. Like, it seems like you don't really know what's going on over here in a past connection, or you feel like you don't have the perspective on a past connection in some way. And I kind of feel like with that Fool and the Ace of Cups, you're like, you know what? Fuck it, right? You could be getting a new offer and you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. Like I remember me and my ex, we had been off and on for a long time. I mean, God, it was so long, right? And then like he broke up with me and like 2 days later, some guy asked me out and I was like, you know what? Hell yeah, let's do it. Right. And I was just like, I'm doing it. Right. And that's kind of feel like, I kind of feel like that's what this is. I think you're still looking behind your shoulder a little bit, right? At some kind of past situation that you might still be a little stuck on, right? But I think that you are having a little bit of a trust fall here, potentially with somebody new. So keep your head up. I feel like there are things to look forward to. We have surrender, fall into my arms. And then we have luck is on your side. I do feel like you have luck on your side, you know? I think it's just about really keeping an optimistic mind frame, smiling through it all, you know, go, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're listening to Key Sweat and having a bath, you know, cry in there, you know what I mean? Have your moment, but don't let the rest of the world see you sweat, baby. Okay. I think that you have some good things to look forward to. And I think that you just need to kind of let go and let God. You know what I mean? I think that things will kind of fall into your lap when you least expect it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope that you will leave me a review and always nice to see you. We have Playboy Bunny. How is Jonathan feeling about me? Will he come forward? How is Jonathan feeling about Playboy Bunny? The Emperor in reverse, the Five of Swords. Okay, listen. Either he thinks you're a control of crazy mental gymnastics, you know, Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones, or that's him. You know, I don't know if you're this Emperor in reverse. I doubt it. If you are, you would know, but I'm just going to read it as him. Okay. So the Emperor in reverse is somebody who is emasculated, in my opinion. They emasculate themselves. What they want at the end of the day is power, but they haven't always done something to earn that power, right? They just want all the power without actually having to earn it. I also think that this is somebody who can be controlling and in some very extreme cases abusive. Obviously if this person is abusive, please call the cops or please do what you got to do to handle that, right? But and it doesn't have to be abuse on like a crazy this scale where, you know, I don't want to get into detail about that, but it can be like a little bit of a mental gymnastics kind of energy. So he may be feeling like he wants control over you in some way, whether it's like he wants emotional control over you in some way, or he just wants to be the man, or he wants to be in control of the relationship, or he wants to show you how badass he is, or something like that, you know, which I know sounds really weird. But there's a little bit of a deceptive energy happening here. Okay. Now he can feel like you're doing that, but I'm not reading it like that. Will he come forward? The Five of Wands. It's almost like he's very determined to show you who's boss or something like that. But I don't I think it's a delusion, you know. Um if you get anything from him, I do think he will with that Six of Pentacles, but he would have to get out of his own ego in order to do that, right? Good luck. I do think that he will, but I do think it's going to start out as a fight. I think there's going to be an argument, and I don't think that that's the best, right? But that Six of Pentacles, he may like take you out to Chick-fil-A, or he may spend a little bit of money on you, or he may give you something that is worthwhile. Okay. But it's not after all of this crap. Just be cautious with this. Okay. Thank you so much, Playboy Bunny. I'd really appreciate it if you left me a review as well on Hypsee. All right. We have my girl Alina again. How is my school and work looking like in the future? Should I proceed regardless how hard it is at the moment with school projects? Thank you, B. How does her school look in the future? The King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. With school, you definitely seem to be a little bit in your masculine energy. You know, you're pretty confident in regards to school. I will say that the Knight of Pentacles in reverse can lead to a little bit of burnout. Okay, it can lead to a little bit of burnout. You can start being very critical of yourself. You can feel like somebody else is being a little critical of you as well. You know, you can feel like things are taking a really long time to move forward with. You know, you can be interested in other pursuits and can feel like sometimes this is bogging you down a little bit. Let me see. What about work? The Page of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. You know, with work, it can kind of feel like your passions are being neglected in some way. It can feel like you're starting something or you're trying to do something in regards to work, or there are other talents, gifts, skills, abilities that you have, but you feel like they're just kind of being wasted sometimes. So, and you may feel like it's there's either a lot of fears wrapped around this work situation, or there's this, it's just not enough. Like, I don't like, it's not worth the work. Sometimes you can feel that way for some reason. Um, should I proceed regardless how hard it is at the moment with the school project? I think that it'll be successful. Okay. I don't want to tell you to risk burnout. I think that it's very important for you to take a breather when you can find it. Okay. I don't think you should burn yourself out to that degree. What I will say is, with that Three of Pentacles in reverse, ask for help. You know, don't take it upon yourself to do everything. Don't be afraid to ask other people. I think that you would be just fine taking on the school project, in my opinion, but it's going to be very important that you give other people a little bit of power, or, you know, like for, and I don't just mean within the school project, like for instance, right? I'm not saying specifically this, but this is just an example. Like if you, you know, you don't have time or the energy to, I don't know, go grocery shopping. You know, you can give your mom your card and be like, Mom, can you please go pick up these things? You know, please just, I just need a little bit of help, you know, and she goes and does it. Or, you know, I'm not saying that specifically, but I do think that the school project would be beneficial for you with that Chariot and that King of Pentacles. Could stabilize something, you know, push you through to some kind of next level in some way. But don't be afraid to ask other people for help, because I do feel like people will be there to give it to you. Okay. That's my advice for that. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Wasn't I talking about your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities? And then prosperity lies ahead. There's some kind of gift that you have that you're needing to elevate. Because there's prosperity in the future with that particular thing for you. Okay. So thank you so much, Alina. I really appreciate it. And if you leave me a review on Hypsee, I would also appreciate that. Always good to see you. Well, to see your words. All right, let's see here. We have Matthew Cortez. I'm interested in this woman. She's smart, funny, and beautiful. Oh, I don't talk about us like that in a public forum. No, I'm just kidding. How much potential How much potential would the relationship have if I were to pursue her? Appreciate it, we say. Page of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups. Hierophant in reverse. I think that there would be a mutual understanding between you and this person, like maybe a mutual respect or some love, you know, some honesty, some nurturing. But the Two of Cups can also be friendship. The Hierophant in reverse is not like, there's a difference in something that's very fundamental to who you are. There's a difference in um who you guys are at the core. There's a difference in morals and values. There's a difference in religious or spiritual beliefs. There's a big difference that could really make it or break it, you know. Can definitely end up being like a my way or the highway kind of situation. The Page of Cups in reverse to the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This could end up having you or this person feel like their offers for nothing, or feeling like, you know, the energy isn't maybe, I don't want to say it's not being reciprocated, but not reciprocated in the way that you would want. Like, and then you may start to internalize, and you may start to feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, or there's a very critical mind that you're starting to have that's starting to trigger like some wounds from your inner child, and like these kinds of things. And then it can feel like you're like putting in all of this work and like it's going nowhere, right? So I feel like that there could be a mutual respect, between the two of you with that 2 of cups, potentially even love. But I think that your fundamental differences could be so different that it may end up being, kind of a shit show. You know what I mean? So I hope that that helps. Thank you so much. I hope that you'll leave me a review on Hypsee and let me know how I did. Let's see. We have Laura. I'm Sag. He's Cappy. What are his current feelings for me? Okay. He seems very busy. His feelings, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I had to check his intentions because I wasn't really sure. The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands in reverse are his intentions. It seems like this Emperor with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like he's not necessarily offering something substantial. It feels like he has some kind of big responsibilities that he seems to be very focused on right now. Seems, I don't want to say he's not like worried about it or worried about you, but I do think that his attentions are focused elsewhere in regards to some major responsibilities that he has. That Ace of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel like there's a missed opportunity. He's not really planting a seed right now. Seems like he's busy. His intent with you is the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Well, he could decide to be very honest with you about him not really being sure which direction he wants to go with this, or it may kind of feel like he's communicating to you that he doesn't really know where this is going, or he's not really sure where he sees this going in some way. I'm going to pull an advice message for you. The Nine of Swords is trying to tell you to play it cool. I don't want to say play it cool. I actually want to say like be cool, find out a way to like get cool about it. Not saying that you're worried, but the Nine of Swords being advice is like, try not to lose sleep over this. Try not to like lose your head. Try to just chill out a little bit. Try to focus on other things. Don't get like too, engulfed in whatever this is. The Emperor, he may decide to take action towards you in some way. It is Aries after all, but it doesn't seem like there's a legitimate seed that he's actually planting. He's showing up in a very like divine masculine way where he's wanting to be in control. And he is in control, especially in control of his feelings. So I'm not getting any like cups energy or anything like that, but it's telling you not to worry too much about this for some reason. Like maybe he'll come around if he hasn't already, or maybe he'll step it up even more than he has been if he has been stepping it up. I like the Emperor, but the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is like, okay, is there like a missed opportunity happening? You know what I mean? So that is what I have for you, Laura. I hope that that helped somewhat. Thank you so much, and I would really appreciate it if you would leave me a review on Hypsee. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. Please have a good one. Jojo, I just ended super chats. I'm sorry. But I will be on tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, keep that in mind. I love you guys to absolute pieces. I will be on tomorrow, like I said, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not followed me on Instagram, make sure that you do that. I do have your horoscopes posted. And obviously, I will have my live stream set on Hypsee for tomorrow, so you guys can book your super chat questions before I go live. So if you're working or something, you're not going to be able to make it, you can still get your question answered. Kinez, I love you to the moon and back. I write client reports. That's good. At least you keep him busy. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much, Rick. Shout out to Complexity as well. And shout out to all my dragons and my super chatters. I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.